opinion. Between them.
Want you to stay. Want you to stay.
What's up, y'all? This is Critic, and today I want to review on a movie that I just watched called Past Lives. Now, it's directed and written by Celine Song. This is my first time hearing about her. She made this movie, and this movie is basically about Nora and Hae Song, two truly deeply connected childhood friends, are apart after Nora's family immigrated from South Korea. And decades later, they are reunited for one fateful week as they confront destiny, love, and choices that make a life. Now, the one thing that stands out about this movie is not even the movie itself. It's basically a quote that Celine Song put out during one of her interviews for this movie. And she says this is a story about hellos and goodbyes. And that's basically what this movie is giving out, is hellos and goodbyes. We don't appreciate how we meet up with other people, whether it's friends, family, or people that we love, because it's easy. It's the first thing you do when you meet somebody. You just say hello. But it's the goodbyes that you rarely get, because you can fall apart with each other, not talking to each other, or something happened in the situation where you just don't want to talk to this person again, and then never in life. It can also be a sudden death that just happens, and you never get a chance to say goodbye to that one person that you have fallen out with, and that's another thing that happens. So this is the thing that happens with this movie, especially between Na Young and Hae Song. They meet each other as childhood friends, hanging out, a little bit of flirting with each other, a little bit of crushes or whatnot, doing kid stuff. There's one scene where they always walking home with each other, and Hae Song teases Na Young that she's basically a psycho because she wants to be first, having the good grades, having the best scores on the test. And they start teasing each other, little things like that they do. And then they start, having, young love, falling, having crushes and all that. It was adorable. But eventually stuff happens. Na Young can't do anything about it because her family is going to immigrate to Canada, which that's what they're going to do in the movie. And Hae Song is surprised by this because all of a sudden she's just moving after they get acquainted or whatever. And then the last scene before they transition into years, because throughout this movie they transition from years, from when they're a child, 12 years when they're in college, and then another past 12 years when they're adults, setting themselves up, and they are who they are. Like I said, they usually walk home. Na Young has an upstairs that she has to go to her house, and then Hae Song just goes straight to the left, I guess to his house as well. And the last thing they said to each other before Na Young left was bye. And then you see her going upstairs, and then you see him going straight to the left. And I feel like that's a message of, Na Young going up, doing bigger and better things, going to a different country, figuring out what to do, having big dreams, big opportunities in a world where she can do much more stuff than she can do in South Korea, I'm assuming, from what she's thinking. And even in America later on, while Hae Song has to do the traditional route, has to be in South Korea, later have to be in the military, and then have an ordinary job like engineering. I don't think engineering is an ordinary job at all, but in their country, that's basically what most people do, is engineer, not doing anything extraordinary. At least that's what they think to themselves. And yeah, life just happens, and sometimes you just meet up with friends, and then they leave off. Then you come back to them, and then they leave off again. And once you have that opportunity, you just want to say, "Damn, I just want to say hi to my friend and then goodbye when we just never meet each other again." And that's basically the whole movie here. Now, I really love what Celine Song did. Like in the very beginning, before they show their childhood, Nayoung and Hae Song's childhood, they show Nayoung, uh, Hae Song, and then Nayoung. They show a white dude right next to him, and then they have a question like, "Oh, are them is Nayoung?" Well, they don't say. They say, "Are those two Koreans with each other, and the white dude just there, or is the white dude with Nayoung, and then Hae Song is just there, or are they just all friends and just hanging out?" Like making assumptions that one is with the other, or the other is with the other. You know what I mean? So questions like that, it shows the romanticism of potential. Like, what if I was with that person? What if it was a different situation and we can handle it differently? What if Nayoung didn't move and she stayed with Hae Song? It could have been a different story. Stuff like that. It gives you questions of, damn, what happens with my decisions and my choices with the way I have relationships with other people? And basically give you questions like that you have with other people in your life that have those types of situations. Now, I'm not gonna lie, man. Nayeon changed her name to Nora, and once she did that, I'm like, cool, whatever. You getting used to the American life, the North American life, have big opportunities. You can do whatever you want. She's in college, doing anything she wants, free thinking, free will, whatever. I'm not saying South Korea don't do that, but in America and Canada, usually those are, the narratives of that. So, the thing that makes me so irritated, like, this movie is really good. Like, the writing's good, the direction is good, the way she used sound, the way she used music. Like, you don't usually find movies where you don't have to hear the score all the time. It's just, either her eating, steps, it's just human. And that's why I like so much about this movie. But the thing is, Nayeon done my boy dirty. Hae Song was looking for Nayeon for 12 years, right? And that's not the issue, because she don't know that he been doing that. She changed her name. Of course, it's going to take him a while to look for her. But the first thing, I'm gonna get to it, okay? So, Nayeon and Hae Song, they meet each other up again in Facebook. I'm not gonna spoil it, but that's basically how they meet the second time. And so, they get acquainted back again, talking about their childhood, what they're doing in life, whatever. And then, of course, one's going to New York. Like, Nora, it's basically like, oh, I want you to come to New York. Hae Song's like, I want you to go back to Seoul, just meet up with each other. And of course, that doesn't happen because, long distance relationships don't usually work out like that, because they don't have the money, the time. They have different situations in their life or whatever. But the thing that got me was Nayeon was like, you know what? Maybe we should take a break. I gotta cut you off. And Hae Song was like, why? Why are you doing that? Well, I just don't want to do it. I just want to leave. I just want to. I feel like we should take a break. We need some alone time. And Hae Song's like, okay. But my boy Hae Song was looking for you for 12 years. 12 years. Like, y'all weren't even dating. Look, mind you, they weren't even dating, nothing. They were just friends, talking or whatever. And of course they're gonna have some type of chemistry, some tension, cause they liked each other when they was younger. So it's something there. But y'all could have been friends. No, you cut him off. You was like, let's take a break. You didn't think that he would feel some type of way with you doing that. And I'm surprised he didn't think about, being petty or whatever when he came back to see you and your husband. And during that time during college, I'm assuming it's a year later. A year later, of course, you're doing your writing stuff. Look like you're in the barn or whatever, and you meet Arthur. And of course, it's a white dude. Of course, after you meet this Korean brother, talking to you wherever you like, I'm gonna cut him off. You meet this guy. You know, it's very diverse. They in a writing stage, whatever. You meet this white dude, and that you took him to Korea that year when you could have went there to see Seal, and you didn't do that. Ah! No. Oh, I was like, Nora messy. She messy. She messy. She knows she messy, and now she feels some type. She has this what if, like, oh man, I wonder what if I could have stayed and talked to him and FaceTime, and then we could eventually meet you. You ain't do that. You in a situation you in. Not saying she's not happy with being with Arthur, because Arthur, luckily, looked like he a good dude. Of course, they have their jealousies, because you know, Hey Song, he's a handsome guy. He taller than him, got a structured face, more built, and he's more scrawny, not really built like that, scruffy, mess up hair. Like, he gonna feel some type of way, and Hey Song, of course, jealous because he's with Nayoung, aka Nora. Don't want to spoil anything, but I'm just like, damn, Nora, you are messy. Like, you're not a bad person, but you messy to a fault. You are messy in this movie. But like I said, this movie's good. I recommend watching it. It is. Personally, I don't think it's the best movie of the year, but I do love what Celine Song did here with the message of moving on and when we can say our hellos and goodbyes, and that we don't have the opportunity to say our goodbyes because that's rare to do that. So I love the message there. And I don't even need to give it a grade. Y'all just go watch it for yourselves. It's probably going to stream probably later this year, or you can watch it in theaters. It's out right now. Go ahead and check it out. I recommend it. And that's basically it for my review for Past Lives. So make sure you like this video, comment down below your thoughts on the movie. If you watch it, let me know your feelings too. Also subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to be the first to see my new content. Alright, y'all.